Hello and welcome to the Tabletop and to the review of the Revell Mil-Mi-24 Hind. And I would say it's a good kit. I had fun building it. 80 parts is a lot. It is a level 3 kit. I bought this to play it in Team Yankee, so I'm not so much the builder, I'm more the gamer. So should I put this aside? I think, let me put this here so we have a bigger contrast. It went all well together. I think it took me 2 hours or maybe 3 hours to put this together. No flimsy parts, everything went well together, but you have like this component that will be put on here, and this component and weapon components, and as you can see, roads and tires and rocket things and cockpits, and the only part that was a bit tricky to put together were the rotors. I will show you in a second what the description said, and that was the only part that was a bit hard. These parts didn't really fit through the hole, so I had to file just a bit, and then it went neatly through it. And overall, I would say it is good. I bought it for cheap, so no problems there. I will use this for Team Yankee, and let me show you the manual on how to build it. Overall, I didn't have to wash it, like as you can see here. It says you might want to wash it in hot soap. I was too lazy to do that, so I just took a bit off from the sprue, and I glued it with some plastic glue, with some Revell plastic glue, like right here. And as you can see, it holds well together, so I didn't need any washing. And then I started the building process, and it's not that many parts. I mean, 80 parts sounds like a lot, but it's overall a pleasant experience. Nothing was really complicated or unclear. Everything can be done. Some things you need to figure out, that you have to put this piece in here, and then like sometimes the way it explains it, it's good, because then once this slots in here and that slots in there, then you can fit it better together. This part was a bit fiddly, so yeah, you need to just be a bit careful when you put in this piece and this piece and the pieces in front of here. But yeah, it's just, it can be done. Then what else? The rest went well together. Putting on the tires was a bit, I don't know. It worked, as you can see. Like, there are some tires, but I wouldn't say that. And they will hold also the aircraft on the ground. But yeah, you have to see how they are. And you put on the tires before you put on the big wings. So yeah, that was a bit fiddly. Not so much in the front, but these in the backs were a bit fiddly. But once they're on it, it will hold. Just that's a critical point a bit. So the next Hind, I don't know, maybe without tires, this went well perfect. This went also good. Then you're making like this rocket Gatling thing. You're making it 4 times. It explains it to you 4 times, but I think it's 4 times the same part, and it goes well together. This back part didn't slot in perfectly, but with a bit of pressure it went in. And then putting these on on the wings works, and then you slot in the wings. And overall, very pleasant, very pleasant. Everything works. Again, the tires were a bit fiddly, and then putting together the rotors was a bit of a mess, because you think, okay, I'm taking this part, and then I put this part, and then I put the rotors on, and then I slot it in. And it did. Some parts did slot in very well, but then this part couldn't slot anywhere. Like, you have one hole in each of these rotors, but you have two of these parts, and they do not fit like this. Like this I would understand. Like if you had 5 times like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is 5 times like this. And at one point I was just a bit desperate. I put a bunch of plastic glue on it, and I pressed it down, and I said a prayer. And as you can see, now it works. Also, when it was drying, I had to put up maybe the plastic glue, like I did put it on the table, and the plastic glue to touch the rotors so they wouldn't go or bend down all the way. So make sure when you're gluing this together that you're helping it dry in a good position. And after that, I think it's a pretty good kit. So no problems. Is it ideal for maybe a Battlefront or Team Yankee? I don't know. We will see. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if I would build 5 more of these, but maybe with each one you build, it gets better and better. Overall, pretty pleasant. I had some unpleasant experience with some Revell kits that were smaller, but this one is fine or good or maybe even recommendable. So, have a nice day. Have fun building your hinds, paint them up very well, and we'll see us in the next video. See ya!